nagging, and they don't want to stand their ground. Because you just don't want to hear it. Like, you just want to leave.
I'm about to start trouble. Like who, Jeff?
Listen. So,
Mrs. Jean Baptiste?
listen. So, no. It's not even like that. Not even like that. But it's just like sometimes in my household, and when I used to live with my father, there was times he wanted to leave. You could clearly see on his face that he just wanted to leave the room. He just wanted some peace and quiet. But as a man, he stood his ground. And pretty much whether he was wrong or right, he explained his side and what he felt about it. And you guys come to a mutual agreement. Like, the problem with a lot of relationships is people love to leave arguments alone and not get to the basis of why you guys are arguing. And that's what causes a lot of rift, because it starts from that and can grow on to something bigger. Financial, friends, who you hang out with, even television shows.
Okay, tell me if I'm wrong. 3 main factors that, causes rifts and breakups and divorce and things like that. Money,
That's one.
other people,
Crying, yes.
and the respect of time and energy.
I would say you're spot on there, but communication. Don't
Oh,
forget
communication.
About the key.
Yeah, that's the key.
That's the key. Communication.
Because if you have an open line of communication,
It like everything
flows.
should be smooth.
it flows.
Everything should be smooth, because
Communication, huh?
Yeah.
listen.
That'd be my number one. Communication.
I think
if
it
you
is
don't
number
communicate.
Because
you
my
have
thing
problems.
is, my biggest issue with especially with my ex, was communication, lack thereof. Like,
Okay.
Exactly.
what's the problem? And it's like, she would tell me, I'm fine. Clearly you're not fine, because it's attitude all over the place, but it's just like, okay.
Thing with communication is we communicate to talk and don't communicate to really listen. And that's the problem. And that's where, you get to that point where you're going back and forth, and then you find yourself, I'm not listening. I'm not really trying to hear it out. I'm trying to get this off my chest because I'm just as important as your feelings are just as important.
But you know what? Some guys don't feel that they would have.
You did it again, man. You
I
did
said
it
some.
again.
I said not all guys. I said some. Keyword, some.
Just don't use a gender
Do
at all.
Fine,
not come
fine.
on this show
Couples-
to pander
Stop using
to
genders.
these women, man. I'm telling you.
I'm not
Don't
catering.
pander towards
Listen,
men.
I don't-
pander towards women. This is a everybody thing. And the thing is, I wrote women are stupid and men are the reason.
Still don't know how you got away with that. You are plugging, man. But
Found on Amazon.com.
You bad, man.
But it's like just everything that goes on, from arguments to, like, you see it. It's just how you're raised.
Okay.
It depends. It starts with parents, and then it just trickles down. Because
Going back, hold on for 1 second. Back to the band. With
Yes.
music, do you think that poses as a problem with our relationships? When it comes down to it, like the type of music that we're listening to?
Oh, definitely.
yeah.
Oh, because
Definitely.
R&B
Without a
right
doubt.
now is all about, everybody's talking about cheating on this person and I mess with your girlfriend. I'm like, when was that cool? I noticed that from, Boyz II Men, everybody was talking about love and this. Now it's about, I get your girl, I sleep with your girl. It's like, I didn't know that was cool.
Yeah, the subject
true.
matter has definitely changed.
Yeah.
It's a totally different
Keisha
subject
Cole,
matter.
I should have cheated.
Oh,
Yeah.
her and
No,
the bitter.
encouraging
I wish
cheating.
I could cuss right
Encouraging
now.
cheating.
The bitter B brigade in her and the rest of them. Yeah, I said it. Like when it comes down
It's all
to,
right,
to
bro.
music like that, I get it. Because you talk about your feelings. Like, for example, I'm a huge Mary J. Blige fan. Love Mary J. Mary J. was miserable, on drugs, bitter, great music. Mary's happy, or they make it seem like Mary's happy. Flops. Now Mary's divorced again. Bitter. Oh, number one album again.
She just knows how to put it to words.
I'm just saying that.
She
But
just-
that's kind of what
She
they're
knows how to use
feeding
her
us is what
pain.
I'm getting to. Like what my Uncle
sure,
Kevin was saying, what they're feeding us, the whole Pied Piper thing. Like, for example, who's the number one R&B male artist right now?
Is it Trey?
He's one of them, technically. I don't like his voice personally.
But you see what he's
but he's
You
one of
you
them.
talking about number one?
I'm just saying in general, like on a popular basis. Like
Chris
if-
Brown gets a lot of
he
popularity.
does.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Gets a lot of
And
popularity.
the thing with it, again, the message that we're portraying, like Uncle Kev was saying it, old Pied Piper, follow me, do as I say. When you think about it, I'm gonna steal your girl, this broken home, I don't care.
But the next song
Like-
is about he's
Like how
confused.
he's madly in love with this girl, chasing her all over.
Same thing with R.
Hollywood.
Kelly's confused ass. Like
Yes.
R. Kelly's going like he'll go from
Such a waste
sex
of
me
talent,
to
Oh,
I need Jesus, back to this is a message for my lady, back
Believe I
to
Could Fly.
he still thinks he's the Pied Piper of R&B. Like just what we were just
It
talking
doesn't make
about.
sense. And it's this whole thing, materialism. It's this whole thing of, material.
And money.
It's ridiculous because you get a toothache, just a toothache, a simple toothache. I don't care. You're gonna want that dealt with. So just imagine other ailments. So if you had a bag full of money sitting next to you, and your health on the other side, without a doubt, you're gonna take the health every time. Any sane person. I can't see anybody that would argue with that. But everybody's in that chase for materialism, and all you really need is a roof over your head, some food.
A lot of people, it's
so on and
just
so
like
forth.
a lot of people, especially with music, they just want that one hit,
That's
and then they
it.
just disappear.
That's it.
You don't hear
You know
from
what?
them
It's
again.
the same
you're
thing
right.
with single mothers. They want that.
Yeah, there you
To
go.
bring it all back.
There you go.
They're thinking, okay, I'm gonna date this person, I'm gonna date that person. He's going to save me. Then you find out the real people once you move in with each other. Then it's back to square one because next thing you know, you're doing a Facebook status saying that men ain't this, men ain't that, women ain't this.
But they
women
pick
ain't
the
that.
same guy over and over again.
It's always the same.
The
guy.
same style,
The same
exactly.
style.
Yeah. And they wonder why.
It's crazy to me.
They have that issue. It's like I always used to see these girls, and I used to be like, "What's the?" And I noticed that's the biggest issue. It's always the same guy.
Always.
They don't blame themselves. They blame the guy.
Of course not.
Same
Playhouse.
same reoccurring guy. It's just like, well, you just dated, not judging anybody, but
I
you're
am.
dating like this guy who's out in the street corner hustling, really doesn't care, has like six kids already.
You already know that.
And you're
No,
feeling
they can
like you can change his.
them. They can
That's
change
the thing.
I'm gonna change
They
your
want a
life.
project.
Nah, he changed your life.
We're gonna Playhouse. And when
we're
I
gonna
say
play-
Playhouse, it's just like when I was a kid, me and my cousins, that's exactly what we would do. We were a different person every time. Every
When I was younger, we used to do the
single
same
time.
thing, yeah.
When you're with your friends, you're a different person every single time. And that's exactly how today's generation is right now. Playing house.
Playing house, yeah. And nobody has a personality nowadays.
I know.
I don't know what that is.
Let's follow.
Yeah.
Let's follow.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Follow button, click.
Like follow.
this is the
follow,
aspect.
follow.
Yo, Kev, we brought this, we were on YouTube in my living room playing dominoes one time, and I said, let's just record this. We were just talking, we were just having drinks, and we were just talking over music. And this was always a dream of mine to come on television.
beautiful,
And
man.
now I got one of my family members on
This is
here
great,
right next to me. The band is just kicking. We're going to hear more from the band. Right now, we are going to take a quick break. I'm going to play the band for you guys real quick, and then we're going to have one more topic for you right here on The Aspect.
So they say it's a man's world? I don't see anybody's name on it.
While they were doing their thing, we slowly changed all that.
Today, women can do anything men can do. And there's one thing we're even better at.
This new mom is struggling to get the skates just right. And now she's holding on for dear life. Her kids can see she may have broke her knees. They still love her though she looks like she's attacked by killer bees. I'm allergic. You don't have to be perfect to be the perfect parent.
Thousands of siblings in foster care will take you just as you are.
What are you, superheroes?
Just four brothers who hate bullies and love this city. Gear up, guys.
I'm a man.
He's a man. He's human.
I'm a new man. I'm a man.
He's a man. A new man. A human. A new man.
I'm a new man. I'm a man.
He's a man.
Human.
He's human.
I'm a human.
A new man.
I'm a new man. I lost it. I'm a man.
He's a man.
I'm a human.
He's human.
I'm a human.
A new man.
I'm black.
You don't know what I
Tell me to stay back. I'm brown.
Your eyes can't see what my mind
Tell me to stay down. I'm gold.
can't live a place.
Say that I should be so. I'm red. Say I'm better off dead. Neurotic brain inflicting pain across the world. The Psychotic mind, distorting time and space. Just to let you know, I'm black. You tell me to stay back. Brown. You tell me to stay down. I'm gold.
You can feel the pain.
Say that I should be so. I'm red.
You can raise the ones that die.
Neurotic brain,
Erotic brain.
inflicting pain across the world. The psychotic mind, distorting time and space.
He's human, a human, a new man.
Just to let you know,
He's a man. He's human, a human, a new man. He's a man. He's human, a human, a new man.
thank you, thank you. 2 minutes is up. We're done.
It's gonna fade. In 5.
I want to grab and keep it to 2. I know I'm probably a little bit over that though, you know what I mean?
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, that was K.O. Stone and Still Here. Oh, my goodness. Fellas, I feel like I gotta, create a disclaimer after that last, conversation. Let me make it clear again. You do not have to be married in order for happiness. Don't have to be married, in order to have happiness. And if you're dating, and if you guys know what's going on and what the deal is, as long as you guys are happy, whatever works for your home, whatever works for your household is perfection. What I don't like is those pretenders. Those let me change my last name, or those people, who feel as if they're gonna get the perks, because if you're dating, the reality is if something happens to your spouse besides your children, you technically get nothing legally. That's one of them. The second part is, if you're religious, that's just that whole different subject. But again, you don't have to be married. Not everybody's gonna get married. Marriage is not for everybody, in order to find happiness. last subject, man, before, we wrap things up, I'm probably gonna get another flack for this too, and I'm not creating a disclaimer for it because it kind of makes me sick. Father's Day, man, we talked about it. Our daddies don't get really nothing, man. Like, all these restaurants are filled up. Father's Day, they want us to have a barbecue. Like, that's just one of them. And you gotta be on the grill.
Yeah.
With the apron, that's number one guy.
I think one of my biggest beefs, when it comes down to Father's Day, it's not, not in total single mothers trying to get credit. It's angry single mothers trying to get credit, especially if the father is involved. That's one thing. When the father is not involved, you don't have anybody to blame but him and yourself, unfortunately. And that's what the top two things are. And people are going to disagree. I probably get a lot of emails for this because every year I post this. It makes I think it just takes away from the fathers who are actually doing something. And even though people, it's a Hallmark holiday, we get it, we get it. But on Mother's Day, all the love, and they deserve it. They deserve all the love. But on the flip side, you got some mothers who ain't doing what they're supposed to do either. Let's be real.
Holding the child hostage.
Like your mother, like your kid is calling your mother, mommy, and calling you by your first name. Like, that is a problem to me. I'm sorry. If you had more time, more things to say, then mommy would be back. Then maybe your kid would know something. But
oh man.
But that's just different. I like to thank Jeff and Claude for coming on to the show. I like to thank K.O. Stone and Still Here for coming on the show. My Uncle Kevin for coming here, discussing things with us. We're running out of time. I like to thank, the camera crew. I like to thank the director, the technical director, on the audio director, everybody who made this possible right here in BNN Channel 23. It was a great show, in my opinion. Like, I love you guys, you guys, been, uncles to my children, and, you guys know my wife, our friends, and we've come a long way. Claude has, the fashion coming up.